Good morning. This is your 10 a.m. daily weather briefing, continuing with the mostly cloudy to overcast conditions this morning. We have seen a few breaks and some blue sky coming through some of those cloud layers in the upper atmosphere, but overall generally mostly cloudy, and we'll stay mostly cloudy as we move through our working hours today. We are also slightly breezy, sitting at just below our wind advisory criteria, but we will have a chance of seeing a wind advisory as we move through our particularly the first half of our working hours today, and then we'll see winds start to lighten later in the day. Temperatures sitting in the low 40s at the current time, and we'll see a few more degrees increase as we get into the afternoon time frame, and just a slight chance of seeing maybe a light sprinkle or light rain shower around the area, but not expecting anything that would be overall too impactful to any operations as we move through the day. If we take a look at the current surface analysis, we have that uh, light radar returns across the local area we'll take a look at momentarily. Again, that's mainly elevated precip, but we will see a chance of maybe a few light sprinkles making it to the surface. We'll see a better chance of rain showers, more widespread as we move into our Thursday as this second boundary drops along the area, and we see a disturbance tracking along that, bringing those rain showers into the area. But as we get behind that, we will see some drier weather as we go into the end of the week. But take a look at the current visible satellite and the composite radar here. We can see those light radar returns across mainly off to our west and northwest, and we'll continue to see that tracking through the area, and then we'll see that on the decrease as we go into the later afternoon and evening time frame, and that's when we'll see a better chance of maybe a few breaks in the clouds, maybe even becoming partly cloudy as we get through that time frame before we see another round of more clouds building in as we get into that next disturbance moving through the area, which we'll take a look at here with the high resolution model. As mentioned, just going to continue to see those late radar returns passing through with mostly cloudy skies. It does look like we could see a brief period of some partly cloudy skies as we get towards the later afternoon here. We'll continue to see slightly breezy conditions through the day. So again, a chance of seeing a wind advisory, particularly during the first half of the day, and then we'll see those winds lightening as we go into the overnight time frame and into the early morning hours of Thursday. That's when that boundary is going to drop into the area, and we'll see this disturbance riding along that boundary. And as you see, expecting some rain showers to move into the area with a chance of rain starting as early as the start of day on Thursday, but we'll see those rain showers becoming likely as we get through and into the middle portion of the day and continuing into the afternoon time frame. We'll see again, this shower activity will be more steady in nature and more coverage over the local area as we move through the working hours on Thursday. It does look like we have better agreement that boundary will clear the area as we move overnight Thursday into Friday, and that will push that rain activity out of the area, setting up for a drier day on Friday. It does look like we'll see pretty light winds in the onshore direction, and that will bring a chance of some partly cloudy skies with maybe a few low-level clouds hanging around the area, but overall should be a fairly dry weather day. We zoom out here and look at the longer-term forecast, looking at the European model here. We'll see dry conditions continue as we move through Friday and into the day on Saturday. We will see temperatures moderating a bit, so setting up for a fairly nice weekend with some mild temperatures or fairly seasonable temperatures as we move through the weekend. And then going into the end of the weekend, we'll see another trough dropping just to our north, bring a very slight chance of a sprinkle Sunday evening, but not looking very likely. The better chance of precip will move into the area as we get into Monday, as we had this other disturbance moving into the area. We are seeing some shifting in the model from run to run with this system, generally expecting rain showers, but as you can see, this particular run does have some colder air in place, but again, that continues to shift from model to model, so not a lot of confidence we'll see snow mixing in at this time, but it's something we'll be keeping an eye on. Currently just expecting some rain, maybe some snow mixing in, and then as we go into Tuesday, another disturbance moves through. We'll bring a warmer sector into the region, and that's going to bring another round of some rain showers, it looks like, as we move through the day on Tuesday, before clearing out as we get into the middle of the week. So as we look at the 24-hour weather risk chart for today, we do see those yellow conditions for precip continuing through about 1 to 2 p.m. this afternoon. Again, any precip we see will be very light, maybe a light shower, but most likely just a few sprinkles around the area. We do carry an orange risk for that wind advisory criteria, as we do expect those gusts up to or just below that wind advisory criteria, so a decent chance we could see a wind advisory at times as we move through the day today. But we'll see those winds on the decrease as we get later in the afternoon. Our high temperature caps out around 48 degrees. And as mentioned, we'll stay mostly cloudy to overcast through the morning, and then better chance of seeing some partly cloudy skies as we get into the later afternoon before some additional cloud cover builds in, moving into the overnight time frame, and particularly becoming overcast as we get into the start of the day on Thursday. We'll see temperatures fairly moderate as we move through the overnight with that cloud cover around, seeing our low temperature bottom out around 42 degrees, and those winds coming a bit more subtly and lighter as we get into the start of the day on Thursday. Tides are running normal. Extended forecast here, as mentioned, does look like we'll see those rain showers likely tomorrow. Again, a chance early and then becoming likely by late morning into midday. And we'll stay cloudy through much of the day. Precip probability around 80%. And we'll see temperatures in the mid-40s. We'll see temperatures in the mid to upper 40s on Friday as that front clears the area. We'll see partly cloudy skies and slight onshore breeze. Going into Saturday, we'll see mostly sunny and a fairly nice day with the temperatures back into the upper 50s. And we'll stay right around 50 as we move into Sunday with some pretty quiet conditions, partly to mostly cloudy skies as it's got clouds increase ahead of that next system moving into the area for Monday. And as you can see, we have a 50% chance of precip on Monday. Again, mainly expecting rain showers at this time. We could see some snow mixing in. We'll continue to monitor that cold air if it's able to set up over the local area, as we do expect those temperatures climbing into the low 40s. So it does look like we'll stay fairly mild as we move through Monday and as well into Tuesday with that next system. Does carry a 40% chance of precip continuing into Tuesday. So it looks like we'll see a fairly wet start to our work week next week. That's going to wrap up the 10 a.m. daily weather forecast. We'll be back again tomorrow at 8:15 at 10 a.m. Enjoy the rest of your day.